I have some bad news for you tonight, Patriots. The Pleb Reporter, he's gone missing, and something really bad has happened to him. Pleb has been missing for about a week now, and people are rightfully concerned. Is he dead? Is he in jail? What's going on? I have the answers, and I'm going to warn you, truth is often stranger than fiction. In case you're unfamiliar, the Pleb is a popular Canadian YouTuber, and he describes himself as a spokesperson for conservatives in Canada. He is known for making cheeky posts on X, formerly known as Twitter, and he's also known for live streaming pierrepoilievre's rallies. Let's take a quick look at Pleb's background. Pleb's real name is Nick Bellinger, and he grew up in and lives in the city of Montreal in Quebec. Now, before getting into politics, Pleb was a garbage truck driver, and he made comedic rap videos in his spare time. I'm not going to play the video because it's inappropriate for YouTube, but if you want to hear what he had to say, check out the links in the description. He started posting political videos in 2023, and within a year, he became one of the biggest political YouTubers in Canada. The Pleb gained traction after live streaming pierrepoilievre's rallies in the lead up to the 2025 federal election. The Pleb was even seen hugging Poilievre after one of his rallies.
Good to see you, buddy.
We broke records tonight.
Yeah, how many people?
17,000 people watched me show the crowd. Yes, on YouTube.
On your YouTube.
On my YouTube,
Okay.
17,000 people watched me go around and show the crowds.
Is that 17,000 with inflation? Or?
Funny enough, the first thing that Pleb did after Poilievre lost the election was get on a first-class flight and go to Thailand. Ever since coming back, he still makes videos once in a while, but he's not making them as frequently as he did prior to the election. This year, Pleb was once again in the spotlight after attending Poilievre's leadership conference in Calgary. In a speech after the conference, he described himself as the spokesperson for conservatives in Canada. Listen to this.
And you guys blew me up. You made me your representative of the people. And I'm honored.
Now this is where things took a really dark turn for Pleb. Last week, British Columbia suffered the worst mass shooting in its history. Now, did Pleb offer his condolences? Did he acknowledge the children that were murdered in the school? No, he didn't. I'll tell you what Pleb decided to do. He used his massive platform to spread fake news about the shooter. He posted a picture of an alleged shooter, but the person he posted had nothing to do with the shooting. It was a random person in Ontario, and now that person and their family are receiving death threats. Now, Pleb, to his credit, did apologize for spreading fake news, which I'll read here. A few hours ago, I posted an image of someone I believed to be the Tumbler Ridge school shooter before the identification had been verified. The post was removed within minutes. I've also been proactively reaching out to accounts sharing the same unverified image to encourage its removal so others do not repeat the mistake. Speed is never an excuse for inaccuracy, and I will exercise greater caution moving forward. Sincere apologies for contributing to any confusion. Naturally, the internet, they weren't so quick to let that one go. I will read what one person had to say. There's a special place in hell for the Pleb. There's a horrific tragedy, and immediately he's posting pics of an innocent person just to jump on the culture war bandwagon. Remember, the CBC gave this man a press pass. Poilievre called him to thank him for his work. Now, the hate didn't stop there. No, it was only getting started. Pleb was soon called out by several media organizations, including the Toronto Star, the Walrus, and the T. He also faces possible hate crime charges. So after making these comments and then apologizing, Pleb went completely dark. A lot of people have tried really hard to get a hold of him, and they haven't heard anything. So now people are wondering, is he dead? Did he off himself in shame? It's possible, but it's more likely that he's still alive. However, the one thing that is dead is his career and political commentary. Now, I understand mistakes. We all make mistakes. However, when you claim to be the leader of the conservative movement in Canada, you have an obligation to get your facts straight. Not only does spreading fake news, intentionally or not, misinform and hurt the people that trusted you to tell them the truth about the world, it also plays into the left's hands and helps make sure that Poilievre will never get elected. Now, Pierre Poilievre, he's worked so hard these last few years, so hard to become the next Prime Minister of Canada. He did everything he could. And on top of that, he actually was generous enough to fly Pleb out to Calgary, pay for all of his expenses, and invite him to the leadership convention. And how does Pleb pay Poilievre back? He pays him back by betraying him, betraying conservatives, and spreading fake news about dead children and the person who committed these crimes. That's how Pleb paid him back. Conservatives are in rough shape right now. Poilievre just lost another MP today. We need all the help we can get. And people like Pleb, they're just making things worse for everyone who votes conservative. Now, if Poilievre has any sense, and I know he's a very smart guy, he's going to publicly separate himself from the pleb and tell pleb he's not allowed to cover any more political rallies. And if the pleb can't cover any more political rallies, that is the end of his career as a political influencer. He'll have to go back to driving garbage trucks because he's certainly never going to be successful being a rapper, I can tell you that. And I'm tired of these popular YouTubers like the pleb using their massive platforms to make conservatives like me look bad. Shame on you, pleb. That being said, I'm still hopeful, I'm still optimistic. I still think Poilievre has a good chance of becoming the next prime minister, but he needs to be a little bit more careful about who he associates with. Thanks for tuning in. I love every single one of you.